Eu?
Eu?
Como é que é, mano? Está-se bem? Tudo a rolar.
What's a little girl doing in a clay pit?
Oh, Misthios. Hi, Misthios. I'm just preparing something for my friends. I've been here all day, but I still need more clay. I need enough for all of them.
What you're doing for your friends is very nice. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
Really? You think so? I was thinking of getting them some other things, though.
You're a generous friend. What do you
La
want to give
la
them?
I
la.
want to
Oh,
give them
okay.
some nice jewelry.
La la la
You mean jewelry?
la.
That's what I said.
You don't look like you can
Então
afford
Fabiana
any.
Patrícia.
Honestly.
Então,
Estás
I
boa?
know. That's why I was going to get some shiny stones in the abandoned mines and a few pearls from the lagoon. But I've been stuck here all day with the clay, and the abandoned mines are kinda scary. Do you think you could help me get some gifts for my friends? It makes them happy, and that'll make me happy. I'll
Então,
make some
Federico, ontem
jewelry for you
no
too,
final.
for helping me.
Foi baixo.
Mesmo. Fracotes.
Gladly, young lady. I'll see to it you get the
Fracos
best
primeiro.
pearls and shiny stones.
Achas que o teu treinador vai-se
And I
embora?
wouldn't mind some gooery
Achas que o teu
myself.
treinador vai-se embora?
Yay!
Não.
Thank you.
Só no fim da
You're
época,
really
sei lá.
nice for a big, scary-looking person.
These pearls you talked
Também.
about. Where can I find them?
North of the clay pits, in the lagoon.
Se calhar o
They're just
campeonato.
sitting there in the water, but there are some big sharks in there. Be careful.
É, se ganhar, é capaz de ficar.
Where are these abandoned mines with your shiny stones?
The mine is in the
Também,
metal,
pois, só se
west
for
of
muito
the
mal
temple.
daqui até ao fim do
I'll see what
campeonato.
I
Se
can
for
find.
muito mal, pois, se calhar sai pelo caminho. Eu não acredito que seja assim
Where
tão
are
mal.
all your friends?
They'll
Mas
be coming
muito melhor
soon,
do que isto não
just
vai
a
ser
little
também.
longer.
Speak up, child. I can't hear you.
Never mind. I'll introduce you to them later.
É que.
Okay,
Guys, mas
that's
os
all I
gajos não
need to
estavam a jogar
know.
mal.
I'll see you later.
I should be done here soon. Meet me at the cliff
não
overlooking a
estavam a
lagoon,
conseguir.
okay? I'll introduce you to my friends.
Também, foi um
Thanks,
jogo.
Mithios.
Bom jogo.
Acho que o Braga está a jogar bem. Está a jogar tipo top.
Estava já naquela de ir a penaltis, já. Estava mesmo de ir a penaltis.
Não.
Pensava mesmo, não foi?
Os gajos do Top Gear. Ah. Se de lá os outros manos. Não têm a mesma graça.
Não. Então, os outros fazem o outro.
Vou. E agora fazer o grande tour. Mas esse não sei onde é que. Esse não.
O Netflix, dá para ver. Pelo menos tinha lá antes.
Dá? Olha, eu vi agora o Top Gear, mas não. Deixa eu ver.
Top Gear, é, tá lá, tá.
Ah, the mines. That's where the shiny stones are.
Menos estava, não sei se depois quando eles mudaram de site, tiveram mudado de site e não sei o quê. Não sei se transferiram os dados todos já, se não. Os filmes todos, as séries, bem.
Quem é que teve mudado de site? Netflix?
Mas de vez em quando mudam, é, esses Netflix.
Ah, ok.
That's
Vais
the
lá dar na
lagoon with the
mesma com o
pearls.
mesmo IP, né? Com o mesmo endereço, sei lá. Mas eles têm que mudar, sei lá, do nome um bocado, às vezes, sei lá. Não sei. Disfarçar. São catados, qualquer
Já
coisa.
tentam.
Não. Uma vez foi para ir mais grave já, que eu não transferi tudo, sei lá. E poucas cenas ao princípio, só por aos poucos, mas...
This is the lagoon the little girl mentioned.
The Lagoon, sharks. Eu não matei um shark, matei um shark.
Shark?
Shark attack. Sei não. Fazer truques aqui basta não?
Tudo.
Não. Opa. Mas o gajo mata um tubarão no meio da valente. Não sei. Acho que não mato. Tenho que evitar.
Muito baralho.
Não sei, isto não dá para evitar. Deixa eu interagir. Puta.
Então, por favor. Babu, só que é um tubaralho.
Caralho, o cabrão agarra um gajo, custa largar. Nossa,
Baralho?
cara.
Não sei.
Tubaralho.
Não sei.
Não. Esse é um tubarão com um grande caralho, não conheço. Eu tenho todas essas manias.
Toma.
E já está a bater o pau quase.
Então, Fabu, foi nostalgia ver aquele vídeo que o Fred pôs lá.
É uma gameplay.
Do coisa do.
É o vídeo. É uma gameplay do
O
jogo.
gameplay lá do. Como é que é? Do Capitão Tsubasa.
Ah, por acaso fui procurar isso. Para ver se havia aí, não é? Deixei logo uma cena. Legendado, sem ser de baralho. Tsubasa. Os remates potentes.
Havia um também a seguir. Porque, mas este, tipo. Este acaba tipo. Assim, à toa, tipo, no fim da cena.
Sei lá, já não lembro, sei que fui procurar isso. Se calhar vou ver aos poucos.
Não.
Típica.
E havia um que eu também via que era muito louco. Que era também assim. Só que agora não me lembro do nome disso.
Sei lá que eles ainda vão ao Mundial e o caralho pelo Japão e o caralho.
Já, que não. Acaba assim no jogo do Mundial. Deixa eu ver se eu me lembro aqui. Nem... Ah, esse aqui. Para os super campeões. Não, super campeões era o Tsubasa. Como é que chama-se esta merda, meu?
Este buraco não é nada.
Nossa, curto!
Vamos. O que é que se passa aqui? Um bocadinho aqui, paz.
That's enough pearls.
O Oliver Tsubasa. Estás a ver, no Japão fazem boa das cenas. Eles que não são nada de futebol e fazem boa das cenas de futebol.
Ué? Sei lá.
Sim, há novos animes de futebol. Ficou mais conhecido que o Capitão Tsubasa. O Oliver Benji.
Não sei se depois.
E havia outro também, eu conheço três.
É.
Era esse, e não está aqui esse esse terceiro que eu conheço. Tá. É Inazuma Eleven. Isso é tipo o Oliver Benji, tem tipo poderes e caralho. O Oliver Band era os remates. E era outro que acho que é. Acho que é baseado em uma história real. Que era um gajo que não sabia jogar a bola. Mas o sonho dele era ser jogador profissional. Depois treinou e aprendeu e. Yeah.
Cabana da floresta.
Não está vou partir chato.
Não,
Então, tudo bem?
então não. Estou aqui a ver um vídeo.
Vídeo. Deixa eu ver
Então do
vídeo.
quê? Como pôr os dedos?
Lá puta calha tu vais.
The abandoned mines with the shiny stones.
Vai lá puta calha.
Olha, vou jogar aqui
Quer
para
dizer,
o
outro dia estiveste aí e não jogaste nada. Depois desliga-se e manda-me mensagem ali pelo Facebook se eu estou online.
Yeah, eu vi. Yeah.
Ai, o
Estás
caralho.
online?
Desliga-se e
Ainda
depois...
estás aí. Ainda estás aí.
Ah, com caraças.
Estás mesmo todo fodido.
É mocada, é mocada.
É as mocadas, é.
Gente.
Tu levas com ele lá dentro. Isso é que é as mocadas.
É mocada.
É que levas. Na peida, ficas assim.
É mocada. Puta calha.
É,
Tu la puta calha.
la puta calha. Fabu, o rachadinho. Já não te lembravas do Fabu rachadinho. Ah? Fabu rachadinho. Fabiana Patrícia rachadinha.
Puta calha.
A rachadinha da aldeia. Mas é, Fabiana, já não te lembravas.
Pois é.
Que eras a rachadinha.
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 Olha lá puta calha que tu vais.
Fabiana Patrícia, a rachadinha.
É do rachadinho?
És a rachadinha, és.
És. La puta calha que tu vais.
É a rachadinha. Fabiana Patrícia, a rachadinha. Basta levá-la toda lá dentro.
Falta merdas, hein? Uau.
Fabiana Patrícia, a rachadinha da aldeia.
the pearls and the shiny stones. I should return to the little girl.
Abu,
Quê?
presta lá aí 1500 euros.
Uns 1500. Depois pago
Presta
1200.
lá.
Ô puta calha.
Então. Presta lá.
Seja assim.
Yeah.
Também. Basta nada.
Tô fudido, pá. Se quiseres eu digo umas cenas e tu vais aí levar do cu e para um sítio. Presta lá, pá, também não fazes nada com isso.
The little girl and her friends. She got here sooner than I thought she would.
Isto de ser panuco.
Silly Theo, don't put that in your hair. You look funny. Mistios, you made it just in time. My friends have finally arrived.
I don't see anyone else here but us.
What? Silly Mistios, can't you see them? They're right over there. The one on the left is Theo, and the one on the right is Erla.
They look friendly, but I don't think they really count as your friends.
What do you mean? They're my friends. I made them.
I know you made them, but
Mother told me to make friends, Mistios, and I did.
this isn't the way to make friends. Tell your mother that...
I can't! She's dead,
Para
Mistios.
fazer amigos, ela fez amigos.
Mother is
Brazil.
dead.
Cadê?
She joined the
Amigos da vila?
pirates. Told me she'll bring back
Faz
so much drachmi. We could swim in it. But one day she came back, Mistios. Her favorite white robe was all red. And she told me to take care of myself and make more friends. But I've never had any friends. I didn't know what she meant. So I thought really, really hard and made my friends out of clay. Did I make a mistake? Mother won't be upset at me, right? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Fabiana, Patrícia, leva na peita.
Ah, para caralho.
Hã?
No, child, no. You did great. Your mother would be proud of
Queres
you.
comer caralho?
Friends
Ah,
come in all
Só
shapes
queres é
and sizes.
cheirar, só
I
queres é
have an
cheirar.
And he's a close friend of mine.
Wow.
Só queres é sal
really?
grosso.
That's so cool.
Here you go.
Okay.
Your gifts for your friends as promised.
O
Why don't you
Diogo
go
sal
put them on
grosso.
for them?
O que é que está
I'm sure they'll like
dormindo?
that.
Thank you, Mistios.
Tu
You're
queres
the
é sal
best.
grosso
I'll go do
nessa
that
cabeça?
right now.
Para depois tu vês aqui uma mala.
I'm sorry,
Ai,
child.
Ah,
Não,
para
tu
caralho.
disseste, então.
Even if it was good for
Uma
Ah,
vez
you.
com
para
merda.
caralho.
Uma vez com
Ah, para
merda.
caralho.
É que falas na cabeça e depois...
Chupa. Mensagem?
Não sabem?
Ok.
Jorge. Tarzan.
Não falou.
I should check in on her later.
Tarzan em cuecas. Tarzan.
Olha se o Tarzan em cuecas, diz eu. Abu parece o Tarzan em cuecas. salvou não é nada atrás da enquete, salvou é a Jane.
Jane, que frio de nariz.
I'll see you all at the selection ceremony, ladies.
A Jane com o frio de Natal.
I especially hope you show up.
Jane com o frio
Let me
de
guess.
Natal.
He's
Fabiana,
rich.
Patrícia.
That's Ethios, the scion of the most influential family in Chaos. And his wife-choosing ceremony is tomorrow. We need Eros's blessings to be picked.
You hope to marry into riches.
No! My feelings are for Ethios, not his wealth.
Even if your feelings for him are real, they get stronger with Drachmi.
No! I really am in love with him.
You better start praying like the rest of them.
No, I have to stand out. If I do what everyone else is doing, I'll never
Stop!
be Eros or Ethios. I need to do something. Anything.
Gross.
Anything.
Gross.
Yes. Anything.
Gross.
Fabu gosta de meter até ao
Eros?
pescoço.
Please. His ears are stuffed full
Olha,
of
falar em mexer, digo.
Let me help. I'm a witch of a
Dizes o quê? Dizes que és parvo, né?
witchcraft and magic. I know just the thing.
Eu estou
parva.
Potion.
És
Ah, gata parva.
parva. Gata parva.
Gata parva. Fabiana
Ridiculous.
parva.
Love potions are a myth.
Fabiana feliz.
I'll buy it from you, please. Sell it to me. And don't let the others
Fabiana
hear you.
feliz. Parva,
I don't
mas
need your
gosto.
drachmi. I spread the word of Ekati freely. But a love potion is tailored to the imbiber. I have to make one just for you. And once you've drained every last drop of it down your pretty throat, you will exude pure, irresistible beauty. Aetios will fall in love with you instantly. First, we'll need two things. A cask of the finest wine, and some wild mushrooms. But where can I find that at such short notice? I'm sure the Mystios could procure these items for you. Please, Mystios. Please, you've got to help me. In the name of love, and a lot of drachmi. Well, I'll give you all I've got. If Ethios picks me, I'll be sure to give you even more.
Fine. I'll get the ingredients for your love potion. The finest wine? Isn't much to go on. How will I get it?
A shipment of expensive wine was lost in a shipwreck recently. Look around the wreckage in Pirate Bay, and you'll find a cask or two. If it hasn't already been pillaged by pirates. It's beached on the west coast of the island.
Where will I find wild mushrooms?
No. A new shipment of very special mushrooms has arrived at the customs warehouse. Fetch me some of those.
That's all. I'll see to the items.
Excellent. Meet us at the temple on the hilltop when you're done.
That's the warehouse. The wild mushrooms will be in there somewhere.
Fabiana, Patrícia. Então, Federico, de nada, vai um ar à cozinha ou não?
Sim.
Hã?
They'll be watching for me.
plans for
The customs warehouse. Better get looking for those mushrooms.
they can be made into weapons or a poison. I can't remember.
What's that? Ha! You're done! Ha! She's here!
These should do fine, though they don't look
Então
safe
pronto,
to
tá bom,
eat.
não me queres emprestar 1500 euros e emprestas-me só 7000. Fabiana, Patrícia.
O Diogo gosta de homens. Eu gosto de cobras. E o Federico também.
Oh, apesar que é ele.
Pode crer.
Vocês só querem cheirar.
Quer cheirar é só a abóbora.
Diogo, só quer cheirar. Temos com a tua narina entupida.
Eu?
Como é que ele está?
É que ele está todo fodido do cortiço.
Estás? Eu tenho a minha narina entupida. A fedida. É de muito saudoso.
É. Ficaste tão triste não teres ido ver o teu.
Vou tirar macacos.
que é que era?
Ah tá. Mas o que é que dizem? Tem um imposto longe para visitas. Mas ainda deve ter ido cortar o pelo do cu, já. Devagar de noite até refim para todos isso.
Queres à noite? Ai,
Não, estou a dizer que tu refins o todo aí à noite.
Ai, ai.
Aí, ver se cortiça dentro.
Ó, Catiro, como é que é, mano? Está-se bem?
Ai, Diego. Também gostas pouco, gosta.
Eu, achas?
Ai, ai.
Até choras. Até choras de alegria. Até fico com os olhos torcidos.
Não tem melhoras.
Senhoras, estão...
Então, estás todo fodido desse cortiço. Ah, Fabu.
Porra!
Fabu. Fabu.
Queres
Não
que
estás
olhe?
nada? Ah, ainda não estás?
Não.
Imagina, já deve caber dois aí dentro ao mesmo tempo, o caralho.
Aí, toma. Aí,
ainda admites que sim? Ah, Fabu.
Eu uso duas
Babu.
notas de 10 euros. Eu
É,
uso
sim,
duas notas de 10 euros.
Sim, sim.
Aí, pois. Ouves aí.
Menina
That's the
Patrícia.
shipwreck with the wine.
Queres
A
que olhe?
bicicleta do
The pirates haven't got
povo.
in here yet.
10. Andas a
Não.
casa. Nossa. Andas a
Acho
casa.
que ficaste com ciúmes.
Tu vais lá puta calha.
Ah,
Ficaste
tu
com
calha.
ciúmes, não sei.
Oh, espanhol do caralho.
Então. Cheira-me ciúme. Cheira-me ciúme.
Oh,
Acho que.
espanhol. Espanhol,
É,
cala-te caralho.
espanhol.
Espanhol, cala-te, mas é.
Imagine. Ah, espera lá. Então é por isso. Oh, Fabiana, já podias ter dito há mais tempo, Fabiana. Por isso é que ele tem tantas férias. Anda lá com o espanhol sempre lá enfiado. Oh. Olha lá, tu és mais feliz. Olha lá. Das lutas.
E vai ele?
Ah, Fabu, fica bem. Pois é, esse calhar me para. No outro dia que eu vi, ele estava aí, basei, ele deve ter basado logo também.
Não jogou nada.
E
Depois
depois,
vai-se embora,
não
não diz
joga nada
nada.
e depois pergunta.
I should try to stay out of
Tu
sight.
vai-se embora, é que se lembra de perguntar. Vai passar.
What are you doing here?
Eu escolhi, já tem pouca vida. Estás não vai. Caralho. Olha lá.
Dá umas moedas, então.
Trident. está esta questão.
Wine and wild mushrooms. That's all of it. I should go to the girl and the witch at the temple.
Ora então.
Olha lá.
Look who has returned.
Mistios, we're over here.
Here's everything you asked for.
Thank you, Mistios. Now, I just need a more personal artifact. The last ingredient.
I've come this far. I'll see it through. What else do you need, witch?
No, no. What I need, the girl can provide.
I'll give you whatever you need to be with Etios.
We'll just need a little snip of your beautiful locks. Your part in this is done, Mistios. Come to the selection ceremony at Aetios' house to witness the fruits of your labor. It's the one overlooking the sea.
You've got to come. Once Etios picks me, I'll make sure to pay you your due.
I hope he has deep pockets. His love didn't come cheap.
Come. There's much left to do. See you at the ceremony, Mistios.
Ah, merda. Já tirei o escudo bué de vezes.
Então, esta cerimónia.
Ah, pá. Olha. 50 pontos só. Não.
Τι αποχωρεί.
What can I get for you?
Ah, merda, man. Que é isto?
Let me know if you need anything else.
Mas
Ah,
o que é
que
isto?
Fiz o buraco. Ah pá, não está para os lados, mano. Oh. Esta merda não percebo o comando ou o quê? Toda para os lados isto não está a reagir, meu. Quer dizer, aqui fora reage sempre. Na luta, não reage.
Kill the snake.
Caralho.
She did this to me. She made me bald.
I'm sorry, my love. Give me a moment. Some peasants need my attention.
You said a little bit of her hair. Explain this.
Explain? It's clear, beautiful, gullible, idiot girl falls prey to her competition.
She set me up. Etios
Yes.
picked her instead. He didn't even take a second look at me.
Ah pá, vá a
Why would you
merda,
do
mano.
such a thing?
Aetios can be no one's but mine. I'm the one who
Ah,
truly
pá,
loves him. I grew up with him. I've always been the one looking out for him. You think I'd let some starry-eyed fledgling after his wealth steal the love of my life from me? Aetios doesn't know what's good for him. He's been eyeing this one for a while now. He liked the way she looked. So I changed that.
I was promised Rakmi. Just give it to me. I didn't sign up for any of this drama.
Technically, the girl asked you for the items, not me.
She's making fools of us both. Kill her, Mistios.
You're crazy. You'll pay for this.
Oh, faz
She
um
played the
ataque.
game and she lost. There's nothing to pay for. You believe she's innocent in all this? She tried to get ahead with magic, so spare me the hypocrisy. Just leave and take your bald friend with you.
Please, Mistios, do something.
Guards! There's a witch in our midst.
What are you doing?
The Mistios speaks the truth. Look what she did to me. She poisoned me and made me hideous. Someone please help.
Ah, You
Foda-se,
watch your
fiz para
back,
cima,
Misthios.
caralho.
I'll have your head.
I've known her all my life. She's a witch. That explains a lot.
Thank you, Misthios, for everything. Thank you, Misthios, for
Isso é
everything.
impossível, mano. Ah, para que esta merda, meu? Dizem-me que eu tenho que fazer uma cena. Eu faço, mas não funciona. Yeah.
Ai.
O gajo tem um escudo, eu tenho de tirar-lhe o escudo carregando no quadrado. Eu carrego no quadrado, o gajo ataca-me. Foda-se. É porque esta merda não funciona assim,
Olha que
meu.
cenas.
Foda-se, já perdi bué da pontos à toa, meu. Ah, caralho. Foda-se, o puto desvia-se à toa, mano. Vai. Ei, o dele é bué da rápido, o meu é bué da lento. Foda-se. Olha para isto. Depois o puto tem uma espada que não consegue agarrar
Ai,
nela.
estás vestido com encheu. Mas é.
Que é isto? Agora não. Basicamente. Foda-se, agora cai-me no chão, mano. Isto não acontece.
Não
Puto
acontece.
equilibra-se e cai à toa. Espera aí se eu tenho jogos de merda aqui para jogar. Olha, eu vou te instalar isto. Ark. Não vou jogar Ark. É preciso jogar isso. Vou desinstalar. Eu ocupo espaço, diz também não. Vamos ver logo isso tal. Mas este também não deixa.
Ai, mas tenho que ir fazer agora também. Estava onde? Aqui. Eu nem sei onde é que eu... Neste mapa. Não. Pelo caminho. Nada.
Goddess of war and wisdom.
You've returned. Did you bring the proof I asked for?
I think this might interest you. I took it from the commander after I killed him. You know what it's about?
What do you mean?
Your reaction betrayed you.
Yes. The man mentioned in this note was on important business for Athens.
Why was the messenger trying to get to Mytilene?
He was to help distribute supplies to the people there, to help them against their oppressors.
É este que eu vou comprar. A patrulha pata vai entrar em ação. Já
You look
completo
concerned.
20 euros.
He was only an aide. It was his mission that was important.
É um desenho animado para os putos.
I hope this proves I can be trusted
Que é
to
a
get the
patrulha
job done.
pata.
Proved you're competent, yes.
Yeah.
Trusted. You did read the note.
20
I
paus.
had to make sure it was proof of what I did. It could have been anything.
A good point. And because of this, I have
Turismo
another task for you.
Simulator.
I need you to find my messenger, Yerimos.
This was the messenger from
I
the
am
note.
Brad.
Yes, it's imperative
Look
Yerimos is
down.
freed and reaches the ship I've readied for him.
Where should I look for Yerimos?
If the Spartans have him, he'll be in the old quarry. I have it on good authority they're holding all their prisoners there.
Don't worry. I'll get this Yerimos of yours to the ship. What do you need from me?
Jogo.
Free my messenger Yerimos from the Spartan prison at the
merda,
quarry
merdinha.
and escort him to my ship.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Truck Driver. Deluxe Edition. Police. Cheio. Ok. Jogo bem podre.
Bem podre.
Bem podre.
Bem podre.
Ele é o jogo. Ele é podrinho. Ele é o jogo bem podre. Ele é o jogo. Ele é especial. É o jogo.
É isso.
Se eras de gravados na altura via que era o puto. Era a ovelha choré. Ela é a ovelha. Ela é choré. Ela é especial. É a ovelha choré. Ela é a ovelha.
Não sei.
A música da ovelha choré. Ei, tá aqui, é isto.
É, mano, que é isso, mano? Tô live.
Não faz mal, isto não tem direitos.
Não.
Isto é só esquerdos.
Não tens ideia.
Deixa lá ouvir, eu vou pôr em muito para ouvir para perceber a letra.
Por que estás a pôr isso? Ai, não.
Time for a ride. Ella.
Ben sonoro, mano. Esquece. Fica ali. Ah, não, velho. Frederico, trabalho. Já estou a entrar agora no jogo de secador. Mas não te esqueças, ela é especial, é uma festa, ela vem, ela chora, nunca deu ritmo sem bater o pé, talvez dia, haja a maneira de te ajudar, ela vem chorei.
Está seguindo, cara.
É a música inteira para Deus. Ela vem.
Tá piradinho.
Já chega. Voltei a ser um craque. Absurdo. Renato. Foda-se. Queres um pouco? Ai. Ai. Absurdo. Renato Sanches está a jogar muito. Melhores momentos de Renato Sanches.
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe,
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
Tu voltar a ganhar 3-0 ao Tondela. Portanto, a Clara ganhar 1-0 ao Famalicão. Belenenses 2-0 ao Portimonense.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here.
Filas.
I felt weird at first,
E a
but you forget
constentação.
about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to
O
scare
meu lugar
people in
está
there.
disponível desde o primeiro dia. Bernardo e Cancelo brilham no apuramento.
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Manchester City.
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky.
É às 8 horas. Portivo das Aves. Boa Vista.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like
O
everyone
livro
else.
parece quase o
You
Wolf.
say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to
quatro
take you
portugueses?
seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
Como é que está ali?
You're
Quem é
all
que está
ready to go
em
in.
É o Mónaco.
Don't worry. You've
Digo,
done
okay.
scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
O Leonardo Jardim já não está a
You
conseguir fazer
just
nada.
got here. You can't leave already.
Já basou do Mónaco. Outra vez.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotos. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
O Falcão deixou de jogar a bola?
Has also written his fair share of comedies.
não.
You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works.
Tá no
However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good, and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios. But never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce
Ironias
yourself.
das ironias.
I'm
Company
every
falha o
piece.
próprio jogo de
For a
homenagem por
playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Evripidis likes to say. Don't you, Evripidis? Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Pericles. I call it the wooden board.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And Pericles is no different.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-bladder. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again. Thank you for your help, my friend. Thank you for your help, my friend.
Of course, I only use the terms war or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but does that bring me any closer to understanding war?
I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great leader of Athens, Cleon.
I'll change the subject again. I'm looking for someone. A Spartan woman.
Spartan? Hopefully she's dead in the gutters. It's better than those mongrels deserve.
I wonder if you found the woman, even if you saw her with your own eyes, would you believe her existence to be true?
This is getting nowhere. Forget it.
If you don't want to discuss that, then what?
If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Pericles invite you?
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemies closest of all.
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? To observe her presence is still no guarantee that she is here.
In my opinion, it's just like her to cower in the shadows while we stand out here in the light.
This has been useless. Here.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Evripidis.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Evripidis. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So, we get him drunk, and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Evripidis is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Evripidis is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Evripidis, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I've come to get your finest dry wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely...
It wouldn't be a part.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
I'm sure he wouldn't.
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though.
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Pericles' ship, where he took pity on me. Now, I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning, Perhaps one drink.
To Dionysos!
This is delicious!
This is nectar of the gods. Another round!
How about some more?
Where did you find this delicious wine? It must be Pericles' finest.
You know what they say, good wine makes good friends.
Ready for another?
This is the best symposium I've been to in a while.
You know what? I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Prostitutes? This is serious.
They don't like being called that, and for good reason. They offer so much more than their bodies.
Such as?
These women are companions, counselors, confidants. Powerful men come to the Etera asking for advice and value their words more than those of their closest friends and advisors. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
isn't the one who agrees that
Yep.
knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
Ah, you remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You've been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing
Hello.
the nature of rules.
Onde
Where
é
better
isto?
to do so than here.
Então,
I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasimachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
I've already had conversations like this with you, Socrates. I'm not in the mood to spend the rest of my night standing here.
I'd never ask you to do such a thing. You said plenty, and I feel I know you even better now.
Go while you still can. Perhaps you've loosened his ears to my point. Aspasia.
este gajo não se vai embora. No intervalo está 3-0. O Ajax destruindo.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Your spies have been watching me. I knew you people couldn't be trusted.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I've been searching for a woman named Mirini, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
You're back.
If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Pericles invite you?
You're not from Athens.
This has been useless.
Alexios!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Phoebe did nothing wrong. Aspasia asked her to let me in.
Of course she did. I can't say I'm thrilled about going down and speaking to everyone. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens.
Yeah.
I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to him, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe her when she says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
I'll help you however I can during your travels.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman in Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to talk.
Alcibiades says a lot of things.
He sure does. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay, thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexios!
Tetum. Fácil.